We warmly welcome you to the King's Exploits Chronicles channel. Watch until the end and let us know your opinion about the video. Both bricks and bouquets are equally welcome. Without further ado, let us dive into the video now.
All right, today we're tackling a massive topic, but we're going to use a surprisingly simple plan to do it. We're breaking down exactly how you can stop losing money to inflation and start building real long-term wealth. And it all comes down to something called the 75-15-10 money plan. So let's just get right to it. The big question, right? Is there a real, reliable way to get rich? We hear all these complicated answers, but the truth might be a lot simpler than you think. What if I told you there was a secret kind of hiding in plain sight this whole time? Well, according to the thinking behind this explainer, there is. And honestly, the answer might not be what you're expecting at all. And the answer is a confident yes. But here's the thing. The key isn't some get-rich-quick scheme. It's learning how to beat inflation. Just think about it for a second. If inflation is chugging along at 3%, your money has to grow faster than that just to stand still. If you're not beating inflation, you are technically getting poorer every single day. So let's talk more about this enemy, because that's what inflation is. It's like a silent thief that just eats away at the value of your hard-earned money over time. And understanding how to fight it, that's the very first step toward getting to financial freedom. When you look at it, our financial reality really just boils down to a simple choice. You can spend everything you make, but then you're basically trapped on a financial treadmill, or you can spend more than you make, and you know where that leads, straight into debt. But that third path, the one that leads to freedom, that's the one where you spend less than you earn, and that difference creates a surplus. And that little bit left over, that gap between your earnings and your spending, that's your budget surplus. This isn't just some leftover cash. It is your single most powerful weapon in this whole fight to build wealth and finally defeat inflation. Okay, so how do we actually create that surplus and then use it effectively? Well, that brings us right to the heart of this explainer, a simple, powerful wealth-building blueprint. The whole strategy is called the 75-15-10 plan. It's a really easy way to split up your after-tax income. So 75% of your money goes to your current life, your needs and your wants. Then 15% is dedicated to long-term investments. And that last 10%, that's for building up an emergency fund to protect you from, life's curveballs. Let's break that down because it's pretty cool. That big 75% chunk, that's not about being restrictive. It's basically giving you permission to enjoy your life right now. The 15%, well, that's your wealth building engine. That's the part that's going to actively grow your future. And the 10%, that's your peace of mind. It's your safety net for emergencies, so you never have to mess with your long-term goals. It's really important to see this the right way. Don't think of it as some tight, restrictive budget. Think of it as your roadmap. It's a clear, actionable guide that's designed to lead you straight to financial freedom, one paycheck at a time. Now look, a great plan is totally useless if it's too complicated to actually follow. The real beauty of this whole system is its simplicity. You can put the entire thing on autopilot and literally build wealth effortlessly. It is literally this simple. Step 1, you open 3 separate accounts, one for your paycheck to land in, one for your investments, and one for your emergency fund. Step 2, you set up automatic transfers. So the day you get paid, bam, 15% automatically shoots over to your investment account and 10% goes to your emergency fund. You don't even have to think about it. It just happens. Okay, so you've automated your savings and that 15% is flowing into your investment account every single month. Now for the most important part. How do you actually make that money grow? The source material lays out two main paths for you to choose from. So you've got two main options here. First is the entrepreneurial path. You could start a business. Now, that's higher effort for sure, but the potential for returns is basically unlimited. The second path is investing in the stock market. For most people, this just means consistently buying low-cost, diversified index funds. It's the classic set it and forget it strategy. It's easier, more passive, and it leads to steady, long-term growth that has historically crushed inflation. The right answer for you really just depends on your personality and your goals. And here is an absolutely crucial secret to making either one of these paths work. Start as early as you possibly can. Compound growth is this incredibly powerful force. It's like magic. It turns small, consistent savings into a genuine fortune over time. The earlier you start, the more powerful it becomes. Now, this isn't an overnight fix, let's be real. It's a commitment. But the payoff for that commitment is a complete and total transformation of your financial life. So let's just look at the power of a single decade. Just let that sink in for a minute. Every single one of those automated transfers, it's not about depriving yourself today. It's about giving an incredible gift to your future self. A decade of doing this consistently can fundamentally change the entire course of your life. This right here, this is the power of that decade in action. Thanks to consistency and the magic of compound growth, the difference between your finances today and 10 years from now can be absolutely staggering. That second, taller bar, that's not just a bigger number on a chart. That represents security, freedom, and the power to make choices on your own terms. Ultimately, it all comes down to discipline. The source material uses this really powerful metaphor. Treat this financial plan like a daily prayer. Never, ever skip it. That unwavering consistency, that's what separates the people who build wealth from those who just dream about it. And that brings us to the end. Here's the deal. Inflation is a constant force. It's always going to be there. But being its victim, that's not a requirement. That is a choice. With this simple, actionable blueprint, the power is completely in your hands. So the only question left is, what will you choose?
Thank you for watching the entire clip. Let us know what you think about in the comments section. Hoping to see you again on another video here soon. We appreciate your feedback and are always eager to improve our content. Stay tuned for more exciting updates and engaging topics in our upcoming videos. Until then, have a great time.